Adding images to the backgrounds of your divs, tables, and other page elements can really elevate your web designs to the next level. You'll do this with the background-image property. You can see an example of an image that's been placed behind both of these div elements. You can see the original image that I created in Fireworks is simply a gradient with a curved edge here with a border, a very thin blue border. Really adds elegance to my otherwise plain square or rectangular looking div elements. The usage for the background image property is this here. Here is the rule for that div tag, content 5, background image, colon, and then you'll have the link to the image you're using. In this case, it's a relative link. I have an image called back2.gif in the image subdirectory in the work files folder. You have an option of either choosing a relative link here, or you can choose an absolute path to an actual web address or a website. Your image will tile behind whatever text or element you've added it to. So notice I've added some text on top of that background image that's placed in the back of the div element. You can also add a background image to an entire page by adding this CSS style to the body tag. However, whenever you specify a background image, it's good practice to add a similarly colored background color to preserve the legibility in the back there. Now you may see some situations where quotation marks have been used as well as the parentheses around your URL for defining your background image, but this is not required. I also don't recommend that you include those quotation marks. This will cause problems in Internet Explorer on the Mac, and they're not required, so it's always easier to leave them off. This will work as my example demonstrated here on my page. Not only can you add background images to just about any HTML element, but you can also control exactly how that image background will be displayed. I demonstrated image tiling earlier in the tutorial, but with CSS you can specify whether these tiles repeat sideways, repeat up or down, or not at all. The property you want is background-repeat. In this example, I'm repeating the background in the Y direction, or the up and down direction. You can also specify the position of your background behind the element it's applied to. This is just another way of declaring where the image will start to display from. There are several keyword values: top, center, bottom, left, and right. This will align the background to any corner of the screen that you wish. For example, right now I'm positioning this image in the right-hand bottom corner. I can also do left to position the image to the left edge, or left bottom, or left top. You can also position the image away from the top left corner with units, as I've designated here in this rule. I can use any units that I've covered so far, such as pixels, percentage, em values. This is a very precise positioning method. You can specify horizontal and vertical starting points like I've done here. This will position this image 60 pixels from the left edge of the browser and 15 pixels from the top edge. You can also integrate this property with the repeat properties that I've mentioned previously to get just the effect that you want.